All right. Good morning. Good morning. It is 6:30 a.m. Friday, February 26th. I am taking a look at EJ right now, waiting for everyone to get in. But EJ looks like it's ranging. This 6 a.m. candle would have been nice right over here. Got Nathan coming in. It's a nice candle right here. What's up, brother?
Yo, yo, yo.
How are
Happy
you?
Friday.
Yes.
All right. I took the silliest trade I've ever taken in EJ, and I'm just really irritated by it. I manage my risk. It's the best risk management I've had all week. That was my first trade of the day, and then my second trade. I'm just in a short in EJ at the moment, but that will be me finish once I secure 10 pips and let a runner go.
Got it. You want to send the chart? I'll take a look at it.
You're gonna laugh when you see it.
Listen, man, it's all part of the learning curve, right?
True that.
Just
where are we at? I wonder if I do this. This should work. I need to join on my laptop.
Kick up. What's up, my man?
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
Great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good start to the morning.
Normal start. Just woke up, got on my laptop, read a couple of news.
Got it.
Done. I'll probably do it after.
Well, a deck of cards. Good shit yesterday, man.
So
Keep that up.
Yes, sir.
Keep that up, man. Good Trello.
Oh, pretty good, man.
Okay.
So
This on the 15-minute. Okay, now let's see where you took this. Or was this over here?
And yeah, so we've you're just over to the right side there. Yeah, those two there.
4 a.m. Oh,
yeah, just
you're on the
those two
15-minute.
Those ones there. Yeah, you're hovering over them at the moment.
Right
so
here.
It came up. It touched that previous resistance, and then it started to come. It came back down. I thought it was going to retest here. I thought it formed support at this level. I thought it was going to continue up, close above, then retest this 120, whatever the level is there, and then continue upwards. Obviously broke straight through and continued bearish, which was kind of expected, I'm going to guess.
Yes. So with EJ, you just want to keep in mind. First of all, like fundamentally and understand, Christian, what's up, man? Understanding the fact that like it's the end of the month, end of the week, so people are taking profits, right? So we've been in this downtrend since yesterday, where price tapped 130, not tapped, but just about almost 130, and it made this massive sell-off. So we've been in this downtrend for a while now. So looking at this chart, where would safe buys be?
Would have been above the zone. So yeah, I've like literally I've put it through my whole Trello, and I've noticed that it wasn't the right trade to take. The right move probably would have been the close above the zone, then mirroring the move to the left, to the left hand side there, and that would have been perfect. But I wasn't impatient or anything. I just saw the trade, saw it forming a minor support there. I thought it was going to continue upwards, retesting the previous resistance, but it just never did it, and it was not really it just wasn't really a good trade, to be fair.
I don't want to say that you were impatient. It was just like I mean, it was impatience, honestly, because you want to wait for the break of this trend over here, where prices coming up, or coming down, obviously, forming this resistance, grabbing liquidity, and then heading back down. It's tapping this area multiple times on the 30-minute, the 15-minute. This is a resistance right here. I see what you were doing, but we tapped this resistance. No bottom wick or top wick on this candle right here. So we tap this area, key level of interest. So you just want to now wait for resistance to be formed at some point. Maybe it even retaps this area again and then continues down. But this would have been your candle. And your sell could have been here.
I'm in the sell anyway at the moment. I took the sell as it broke the low, basically the low zone. Me and Mitej were on a Zoom this morning, just going through accountability, going through each other's trades for the week. And we were just looking at EJ and we were waiting for something to pop up. There was one or two times where we were waiting for EJ just to close below the zone, but then it just broke out. It came up, hit that resistance, started to come back down. I was looking for a retest, finding support, continuing upwards. But that obviously it's in a bearish trend now. So it was never there. So
Did you say you and Matei?
Yeah.
Nice. How's that going?
Yeah, good. We were just saying, like, because me and him are both, we both trade London, and our time zone is pretty close. We jumped on it probably around 8:30 or something. I got back from a cycle, jumped in the shower, and then jumped on the Zoom together. So yeah, it was really good. He was going off to get a COVID test for college, so he had to jump off at around 10:30 or something. But we got a good hour and a half in. We went through each other's trade for the week, said what we would have done differently. Yeah, it was pretty good.
That's awesome. Good stuff, guys. I love that. I mean, that's what's going to take you guys to another level as well. Just holding each other accountable. You're both very driven too. So just having that partnership. What's up, Duke? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, doing great. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great, man.
Right.
Doing great. So I got sales late last night when I got done with my run on GJ. I caught these sales right here. I actually ended up getting wicked out, but I grabbed my I think 12, 15 pips. Here, actually I have it right here. I don't have the I gotta take other pictures, but based on this setup right here, this is what I look for every time. As you guys have seen in the course in the setup section, setups video. Thanks, Duke. This is my setup every time. Price comes down, forms its low, comes back up, retest previous support. Obviously, it's the end of the month, and that's why I realized. I don't know if you guys got my voice message last night, but end of the month, we came up and retested, not retested, but we tapped 150, 400, formed that resistance, and then we just started tanking, right? So breaking down, banks, institutions, they all took their profits up here, and then it just tanked. Nothing changed with the yen. The yen is obviously still very weak, but it's the end of the month right now, end of the week, Thursday, perfect time for that to happen. So that's what's happening right now. If you guys just excuse me, I got to use the bathroom real quick, and I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys.
No worries.
We looking at an opportunity here on GJ, getting a close down here below this area.
Yeah.
We have about 35 pips to play with right here. We get a close below this support right here, could get a nice sell. Wait, do we have more people trying to come in here? Ooh. Got our newest member in here today. Gafoor, what's up, my man?
Hey, what's up, Steph? How's it going?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good, bro.
Guys, this is Gafoor. He's our newest family member, if you want to call it that.
Welcome, bro. Welcome.
Morning, boys.
Thanks, guys.
One jet.
How we doing?
All good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well.
All right.
Thoughts on EJ?
This is GJ right now. Also, like I was saying before, I just want you to keep in mind it is the end of the month. And it is Friday. So just lower your risk today if you guys are going to take a trade. This is basically the only thing I'm looking at right now. So if we just get this closed below this area, we could get a little retest, maybe around 7:15. We could get a potential sell right back down to 147,400, which is a pretty critical level on GJ as well. But as I was saying, I grabbed that sell. Let me actually just want to finish journaling this trade right over here. Just a 15-minute.
Nice, you got that trade. I went to bed right before that happened.
Oh, what's up, James? Yeah, man. I literally just got back in from like a late night run, getting back from Meg's mom's house, and I just saw that, and it's a perfect setup. This is what we look
It
for every
is.
time. It's like, how do you not take this?
I was watching it just die as I was doing my deck of cards. And I was like, man, I bet that'll come back up and retest that low. And I was so exhausted. I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah, it's smart. And you've been on the charts like all day too, so it's good to kind of take a break. You were exhausted after yesterday, huh?
Yeah, it was so we traded yesterday morning. Work was just a pain because all of these refinery issues from the cold weather this like 2 weeks ago are now funneling up to my areas in the North Midwest, and so there's just no product anywhere.
Yeah.
And then I went and played 18 holes of golf or 9 holes of golf, and then did the deck of cards, and then did a simulation session. And
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now.
Huh. How had the round go?
I was like 2 feet from an eagle on the last hole. Had a beautiful
Damn.
hybrid shot on a par
Okay.
5. But other than that, if we want to talk about fairways and regulation, I was probably 2 for 8. My driver was not on point, but it was fun. It was
Regulation.
my first outing in like 4 or 5 months. So
Yeah. Normally, like that's kind of my pace of golfing when it comes to coming back from the game or coming back from a break of like a couple months, and then I come back. It takes me like 3 or 4 holes, and then I'm pretty solid after that. But Jake, is this a trade that you took or just a paper trade?
No, yeah, that was a question. That's a trade I analyzed yesterday. That's after we took losses on the buys.
Mhm.
I was wondering, do you take trades on those liquidity grab candles like that? Like that big liquidity grab we see?
Right here?
The one at 2 that pointed out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
But this is that second retest of the previous resistance. So
Yeah.
form support right here. price came up. This is what I was looking at. But I already took my 2 trades. So I was just staying disciplined. I was like, you know what? GJ's been a pain in the ass. And I wasn't thinking this at the time, but I realized after the session, I sent a voice recording that, it's the end of the month and it was Thursday. So, banks, institutions, they're all grabbing their profits and then getting out of the market. And that's why we had that huge drop. And I guess it just wanted to retest 15400 and just drop from there. But I was basically done. GJ was playing with us all morning during New York session. I just back and forth. So just grabbed liquidity real quick. This would have been a great trade. I forget what you said. Did you say it was a trade you took?
No, it's a journal analyzed.
Okay. So, study this. Understand, like, okay, price grab liquidity right here. Price past the high of this candle right here. This is something I could have grabbed to fill this wick and then come right back up. Can you see this mouse?
Yeah.
Okay, so price could have came right back up to this resistance, just like it did. Stop loss at break even, and you would have profited on that. That would have been nice.
Yep. All right. Cool.
So as I said, it is Friday. It's the end of the month. I'm trying to be careful. I'm lowering my risk, but what I'm looking for is a close below this area. We have about 35 pips to play with right here on GJ. My sell is going to be right here to fill this wick. If you look at GJ with the daily, obviously, like I said, price tapped 150, 400, and now it's just starting to come down. We got a support right here. We have a 4-hour. This is the daily, but if you look at the 4-hour, we have this 4-hour trend where price tapped multiple times. Right now, what are the chances after grabbing profits, our price going to come right back down into this area? And then we're going to have our sell, our swing maybe Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Beginning of March, maybe first week of March, could start forming support in this area. Maybe even right here. We could get support formed right here. But what I see on the 4-hour is a wick. I see a 4-hour candle, bullish candle with no top wick. This is a very strong bearish candle with no top wick either. And price starting to come down and maybe fill this wick over here. So that's what I'm waiting for. At the 4-hour, this 1 hour, if this 1 hour flips bearish, we could get that sell. Getting that water in, James?
Second cup of the day.
There you go.
Man has gone off running for his cup of water.
Yeah, I'm getting mine.
Yeah, in a reload here. James, you still in that EJ trade?
No, I actually closed the whole thing.
It's not it's reacting to that zone, that previous zone there that it came down to, and it just
Yeah, I mean, I was really taking it based off the 1 hour, but I executed really on the 5-minute. So right when it retested that 1 hour low, I just took the profits.
Yeah.
And it was kind of that 4-hour wick fill. So
yeah,
just trying to be cautious since it's Friday.
100%.
You guys want to be careful today. Gold, I want to see what it does in this area over here. Because with gold, obviously we've been grabbing these liquidity areas up here and then just dropping with this impulsive move, right? Just drops, creates its new low, comes back up, drops from that liquidity area, and then just comes right back down. Hold on. But now,
yeah, there's like a 30-minute trend line that comes across. There's a bearish trend line on the 15 and 30 minutes, and each time it touched it. Well, today anyway.
oh, right here,
the trend line. yeah, it came through the trend line, then came back up, retested, and then just continued downwards. And that was my paper trade. That's where I took my paper trade off it, anyways.
It's awesome. Yep.
I do that all the time. Where you
Yeah.
try to move the screen and you draw instead.
Oh, I know. It's so annoying. Nothing you can do about it. So we got Gafour in here, our newest member. Already blew through the course, which is awesome. So we're gonna hop on our second Zoom. I'm looking forward to it.
Welcome.
I got our second Zoom with a couple of you guys today. I have Leah 10. I got Nathan. I have Duke. Oh, Noah's in here. Good shit. What's up, Gio? Noah, David.
Morning.
Morning.
So yeah, safe buys with gold is going to be above 1768 for price to continue bullish up here, just like it does over here, reacting to that trend line. Right, comes back down here, grabs liquidity, and then just heads up. It's done it multiple times on gold. So you're just waiting for as you can see on the lower time frames too, price is starting to form that support. So we could get that support and price starting to come back up. Here's the 1 minute. Price starting to form that bullish trend a little bit, but just want to be careful with gold, especially on a Friday. So GJ, as I was saying, I wanted that close below this area, but it looks like it came back to tap 147,800 and then start to head up. Jacob sent the, oh, wait, this before. Giovanni, what's up, my man?
What's up, man?
So go GJ, this is a perfect like learning opportunity. So as I was saying, this range right here, 35 pips, this is what I'm looking for. Now, as you guys saw, this candle starting to not flip bearish, but continue bearish, and it looked like it was coming below this area. A lot of people would be enticed to take a sell right there as price is starting to come down and not wait for price to close below. That's why you guys want to wait for price to close below these certain resistances or certain supports before you take an entry. But that's what I was looking for. That's what I'm still looking for, but we'll see. It looks like it could be flipping bullish right now to come up and fill this wick, but I'm going to be careful right now with any kind of pair, being that it's Friday. Giovanni, I was just looking at gold.
Did you see what it did?
Just coming down here.
Yeah, man, it filled the wick, man, the weekly wick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. On the higher time frames, 100%. I was looking at the lower time frames too. With price starting to come down, it's tapping this area again. And if you look at it on the lower time frames, starting to form a little bit of a support right over here. So safe buys are going to be right above this area for us to take price up to somewhere around like 1784 before the end of the month. But do you want to take a trade on gold on a Friday, taking buys? But we've been in this bearish trend over here. It's just an area that you want to be aware of. So those of you guys on the 75, how you guys feeling?
Feel tired, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This morning was tough.
Yeah. Last night was tough for me. I'm changing my schedule around a little bit. I'm getting my outdoor workout in during the day again, just so that I could get these Asian breakdowns out for you guys. I hate when I can't do it, or or they come out late. What am I doing? So I just gotta adjust my schedule. Guessing the volatility index is up because of being the end of the month. Damn, dollars.
US 30 dropped a lot of pips yesterday.
Yeah, man.
Went
Same thing
right-
with the dollar right now.
Yeah, it went right back down. So,
Yeah, this is interesting. That's why I'm looking at. If we get a close below the support right here on gold, I think we can continue down. I think we'll get a break of this trend line. Support and resistance are my main confirmations, as you guys know. So if we get that close below with a top wick formed, you always want that top wick on gold formed before you take sales. Keep that in mind.
What happened with the dollar? How come there's so much? How come there's nearly a reversal in the dollar? Do you know?
Could be, yeah, with let's see.
I didn't see anything that had major news yesterday. Like I know next week we've got unemployment rate, employment change, and hourly earnings. That's all for the dollar next week on Friday. But looking back, there wasn't anything that had like drastic implications other than that meeting during the week. But that was for what was that for? I can't remember what that was for.
Yeah, there's not much economic stuff coming out today.
No.
Morning, Michael. What's up, buddy? Chicago PMI.
Hey, Stefanos, can I get your opinion on this stop loss placement for this
Of course.
trade today?
Of course.
So I think I could have been a little more aggressive with it, but since
Yes.
my idea was based off the run hour, and I kind of wanted it above the current 1 hour candle, but my idea was, okay, if the 15 minutes started breaking its own high, I was going to close 80%. But where, I guess, on this trade would you have put your stop loss?
It's probably the wrong candle. But you see my stop loss?
You'd have put it above the current 15-minute candle?
Right here. With price breaking out, you're anticipating price to, once it passes the low of this candle right here, you're anticipating it to come down. So if it comes up to this area, your trade is pretty much invalid.
So I guess how would you have managed risk, being closing 50, closing 80, when price started to go against you?
This is about a 10 pip, maybe 13 pip range. So I probably would have secured right around this area, right?
Okay.
So right here, if price started coming back into this range, a little bit deeper, started coming right into this area, I would have closed 50.
Okay.
And then either just let the rest run, or once it came up to this area right there, close the full thing before I hit my stop loss.
Okay. So basically if it had created a bottom wick and then started to pump back
Exactly.
bullish,
Exactly.
rejecting the area. Okay.
And when was this? When did you take what exact time did you enter?
Oh, 6:20.
Okay.
Right as that 15-minute candle started to flip bearish.
Exactly.
The 5-minute support, I was figuring, okay, the last half of this 15-minute candle should continue bearish. And then also the end of the 30-minute candle as well.
Exactly. You created that top wick already. Flip bearish, pass the low of that candle right there. You know, we're in a downtrend. It's a good trade. It's a great trade.
Awesome.
And where are we now with it?
So I actually closed the full thing. I probably should have left a small runner, but you know, it's okay.
Let's see.
Just seems to be rejecting the zone at 128, 680 or 670. And just seems to be coming back up, but I don't know whether or not it's going to break through that considering it's so bearish.
It's 700 right there.
We're probably headed downtown
All the way down, yeah.
to maybe 128, 400 would be.
Could be a form of support right there to form a resistance and then continue down.
Yeah.
But it looks like we're forming support on GJ right now. Right over here. Come up and fill this wick.
Yeah, you got the nice 1 hour higher low made on GJ.
Yeah, I like GJ right now. It's the beginning of the 7 o'clock. Being how GJ's been in the beginning, or not, yeah, basically in pre-New York, it's been pretty annoying all week. So I'm just gonna hold back. You know, we're in this range right here. It is a pretty big range, but being that it's Friday, end of the month, I'm just gonna stay disciplined and watch it happen. And I'll journal this. If we get that wick fill, that's awesome. Great. Catch that next time. Mm. No, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man.
Feeling good?
Just watching my pairs. Nothing really entertaining me this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just staying careful.
Yep.
I do think we're gonna get that wick fill, but it looks like a rejection too.
No, do you watch any other indices besides S&P?
I'll watch all of them. I'll watch the Qs. I'll watch the Dow, but I don't really trade them. I used to trade US 30. I mean, they move very similarly. S&P, I think, just moves a little bit faster.
Yeah. I watch the US 100 sometimes to hopefully prepare for when we're on Ted's level, but obviously not taking any trades on it.
Bonnie, would you say your main pair is gold now?
What was that?
Did you say your main pair is gold or is it still GJ?
GJ
Yeah.
always. This week I understood the charts of gold.
Yeah.
I understood what it wanted to do.
It's been repeating itself. I mean, it's
Yeah, because it was on a downtrend, and I knew that it wanted to retouch that zone. So, with gold this week, I just looked at the higher time frame.
This is the Green Line train to Branch Avenue. The next stop is College Park.
Christian's on this train.
My fault, brother.
It's all good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, dude. Gold's been doing the same shit all week. This is what we love to see. What did we grab? We grabbed this candle on Wednesday.
Decimus, what are you looking for on gold?
On gold, so yeah, I was just looking at this before. So as price, obviously it's got that order block, comes up, retests the previous order block up here, like right here with this one, came up, got that bearish signal like we did on Wednesday. Price came back up to retest it and then just crashed. Now we have these areas over here, right, where price taps these areas. And we're now in that area as well. Let me show you. Trading views a pain in the ass sometimes.
Isn't the trend normally done after the third touch?
Normally. That's why, like I was just saying before you came on, my main confluence is support and resistance. So if we get a close below this area, I think we're coming right back down to 1748.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm not gonna pay too much mind to this, especially the fact that you get the higher time frames. Already grabbing liquidity with a top wick on this candle right here. If we get a bearish signal or a close below this area, we're coming down to fill this wick and then continuing right back down to 1748.
Yeah, that seems like the cleaner move to me. And I mean, that's the move that I was talking about during Asian last night. I was like, if we can break this level, that's the next level that I was targeting down. And it took a little bit to break it last night, but obviously we did, and we kind of did retest, especially on that 1 hour, 30-minute during London last night. So
yeah,
if we could break here, it'd be, I think, a safe move down. I think if we were to look for buys, I would only be looking for buys between like 1770 to 1780. I think is the cleanest move there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before as well. Clean buys are right around this area.
Yep.
Once we break this bearish trend, we could be heading right back up to retest this level over here. Like I was saying, normally happens. See these impulsive moves? It's my tool right here. After price is coming down, creates that move up. Price comes down, nice impulsive move up. Same thing up here. You're just paying attention to history. Could get the same thing right here. But, I'm looking for that close below, being that it's the end of the month. If you look at the dollar index, we're bullish right now. Right? It is reacting to this area a little bit, and that's what you want to be aware of. But, we've been bullish. Volatility index is up too. Yen is just taking a shit like always. But
you said gold might reach what zone?
Gold? I'm saying here we go again. For sells, if we close below this area, right? If we get a pass below this area and a close below, I'm not paying too much attention to this trend line. I'm paying attention to this support and resistance over here. So if we get a close below, I think we're coming back down to 1748, 700. If we look to the left, this area right over here. I'll just show you on the higher time frames. See these wicks?
Yeah.
Previous resistance.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's our next target, but we are at a support right over here on the higher time frames.
Yeah, it looks good. That's what I was looking at.
17. $17.60. So that's where we're at right now. So 1760, you know, if we get that close below it and it doesn't react to it and start forming support, could get some sells today.
Okay.
But look at this. You see this little trend line right here? This is based on the lower time frames, how price reacts to that. This is the 15-minute. This is the 5-minute. You see how this double bottom, how this is lower than the previous? But if we start coming down below this area, we're coming down. I like that. But we need this level to break and close below.
You think GJ's filling that wick now at 147, 780, and the
GJ?
4 hour looks like it's coming down.
Yeah. Yeah, I want price to get out of this range.
Yeah.
I've been
But it
waiting
didn't fill the wick, so it looks more like a rejection rather than a wick fill.
Yeah. And this is why we didn't take these buys to fill this wick up here. This is just, if you look at the lower time frames, who wants to be in these barcodes?
Yeah, not a fan.
I want to close below this area to come fill this wick. Problem is, where's your stop loss going to be? 17.13 right now. We normally get volume around this time, but pre-New York all week for GJ has been brutal. Same thing with EJ as well.
Yeah.
So you just want to be careful. This is a nice range. It doesn't look like it if I didn't put this here, but this is a 35 pip range right here.
Yeah.
All you got to do is figure out where your stop loss is going to be, wait for that top wick to form, and we're off. EJ looks like it's coming down.
If it breaks that, where would you? Again, I'm just going to journal this because I'm done for the day. I'm taking 2 already. So, but where would you have? Obviously, your stop loss would be where the
probably above these 2 right here. This is the 30-minute, so it'd be above the previous 30.
Okay, and you'd enter. Where would you enter as it passes the low of the previous on this side, or the previous on the left side before it comes back up?
If this was a Tuesday or Wednesday, and not the end of the month, this would be an impulse entry. I want to wait for candles to close below.
Okay.
You got to stay disciplined on days like this. And if you miss it, you miss it. Who cares? You know, like we'll catch more. This isn't the end of the
that last line with GJ and then I missed 200 pips.
I'm not just talking to like you. I'm saying anybody. Like, who cares if you miss that? This could be a great opportunity, but like, you journal it and you'll catch it next time. But you know that you're staying disciplined. You could always come up and get wicked out right away.
Yeah.
But we'll put this right over here, just so everyone knows we're not in this. Gold forming support right over here. Let's put our little text right here so we.
Yeah, I've gone ahead and shut off my magic key so I don't take another trade today.
Look at James with the discipline. I love it.
Yes.
I'm not doing it. As bad as I want to be,
not doing it.
Sell right now.
Oh, did you just send this? Or oh no, this is a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah, I was so excited about it, I didn't quite look at my R&R when I took the trade.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's okay.
So as you guys see, the dollar index, which is a pretty good inverse of gold, is now reacting to this bearish trend line up here, forming resistance right here. And now if you look at gold, we're starting to form the support right here. That's why we wait for candles to close. Yeah, we wait for candles to close below this area. That's what I've been looking for. And we got that price 1760 on the 4 hour. That's a previous support. So that's why I put this line right here. It looks like it's reacting to that. These might be good buys right here, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Could you have taken a buy when that 15-minute candle closed bearish, right where it tapped that trend line that you have? That small trend line?
When it closed bearish?
Or, I'm sorry, bullish.
Oh, bullish. This one?
Mm-hmm.
No, I probably would have waited till now to take something like this. Like I said, I'm just
Bro, go to the monthly on the GXY.
Look who it is. How you
Hey,
doing, brother?
What's up, my brothers?
How are you? Actually, I
Doing
just
well.
sent you a text. Oh, you texted me back. Good shit. Just want to make sure you're all good. She's doing all right.
She's alive.
Good shit. Good shit. So what were you just saying? I'm sorry.
Monthly DXY.
Okay. Wow.
Looks like the dollar is going to be bearish this next month.
Yeah. Could be forming its top wick. The dollar is bearish in my mind anyway.
Look at all that room though. After that zone breaks.
Yeah. Yeah. But yo, think about this. The dollar is a safe haven currency, right? We just bombed Iranian troops in Syria. If we're starting a war with Iran, this dollar is going to form support and it's going to be heading up. It's
true.
a safe haven currency. Same thing with the Japanese yen. So if Biden wants to pull his shit, we might be coming up.
Very true.
Did we really
Yeah.
bomb Iran?
Last night. So this could be a good opportunity for gold. Just again, it's Friday. Safe buys are going to be up here once we break this bearish trend, because we're still bearish right now. Just because you're getting these bullish candles and these rejections doesn't mean, we're bullish all of a sudden. US 30 is forming support in a demand zone right here. You looking at this, Giovanni?
yeah, I saw that. It should continue down.
And Noah. Just look at this. Have fun trading that. This is the 4 hour.
Hey, you know that we could have
Yeah,
caught
there's
the
a
whole
huge
move.
range right now.
We could have all caught the whole move for gold going down once we saw that the top wick was made. Like around 18:15
What time frame?
on the weekly. We could have just rolled it down.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, we're gonna be catching these.
Yeah, we are, man.
We're all gonna be in these for like a while, just like checking in on each other. And just based off fundamentals. Gold is just tanking.
Because it just made sense, man. I knew it made sense that it was gonna fill that wick, knowing that the wick did not pass the previous high.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. You keep getting positive news about vaccines. You keep getting positive things about economies opening back up. This is gonna be tanking.
Yeah.
But if we start going into some turmoil again, if the stock market crashes, we're forming support and heading back up.
Definitely.
Do y'all think we're creating like right now on GJ and EJ a wick to fill for next week?
Very well could be. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying in the voice message yesterday. That's why we rejected 150. We created the high, came down. We're now at previous highs over here, right? We already created that wick, so now it could close like that in the monthly. This is the weekly, but the monthly, I hate to move everything around, but you guys see this wick right here that was just formed. Now we're retracing. Now we have a wick to fill to come back right back up to 150, continue right back up to 155.
Kind of like what you were saying is getting institutions bringing price down to a certain level so they can get back in.
Yeah.
That could be an exciting swing next week. Yeah.
100%. So GJ is still in this range, hasn't closed below this area. EJ playing around with us. That's why we wait for this candle to close below. Just as I was saying, right?
I can't believe Biden did that. Holy shit.
You just saw that?
So
I'm reading the articles right now, but Jev called a war with Iran months ago, dude.
He's been calling that since forever ago. Went back right before COVID happened. When
I know I've been piggybacking on his information, telling everybody like, yeah, we're going to war with Iran. I just know it.
Yeah.
So it's Iranian-backed militia, not Iranian troops, like I originally thought.
Yeah, it's their militia.
Okay, I thought we had like.
I know.
It says it's in retaliation for. It came after a civilian contractor was killed in a rocket attack on U.S. targets earlier this month.
Interesting.
Dude, they keep poking the bear, and I'm not gonna call them a bear either, but we keep poking it too.
It's like poking a bobcat or something when we're there.
Poking your little brother. Nathan, you see this?
Yeah. Looks nice.
Wait for that candle to close below. I want to check on. Oh, never mind. Gold looking nice. The supply area, demand area. But gold could very well be coming up to.
There is a clean move to the left of it on the 15.5 hour.
Sorry, what was that, Nathan?
There is a clean move on the left-hand side on the 15-minute.
And gold?
It's come back up to 17.64, and then it will kind of fill into that trend line, that bearish trend line that we talked about, to bounce off and then continue downwards. But I don't know.
Yeah, we could be getting that. I mean, you basically want to wait for that resistance to be formed right in this area, right? I mean, you do have, like, let's say we took this buy right here. You have like 25 pips to play with to come up to that resistance. You're counter trend trading.
Gotta put that stop loss, and you just get wicked out way too quickly. You know, at least with the others, you know, you can technically manage your risk a lot better. Whereas with gold, you know, trying to pull a percentage out of it when it's just moving that quickly is just like.
This is a move where, you know, anticipating what we've seen in areas like this, right? Where we could place a wide stop loss.
Yeah.
And anticipate this move up.
Yeah.
You know, so, but you want to wait for that 1 hour to close. Or you want to wait for this area to break and close above this area. And then, you know, you don't necessarily have to wait for 1768 to break. You know, you just, I mean, everything we're doing is risk. So, you know, that's your risky trade right there. Place your stop loss below. But do you want to take that on gold, especially at the end of the month?
Probably not.
I'm going to check some fundamentals right now on my iPad. Why is Prince Philip in the hospital?
I think he's on his way out.
Why though? Why was he in there?
I don't know. He was really sick.
Oh. He doesn't have COVID though, does he?
I thought he did.
He did?
I thought he had COVID.
I got an announcement or like an alert the other day saying that Harry's like rushing to his side or something now. Like he wants to be back in the royal family. Is that true?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, sure. They had like photos and all of Harry like going to the hospital. They said that they put him in hospital because it was a precautionary measure. He was feeling unwell. Chap's 99. Interesting.
You guys pay pretty close attention to UK politics, right? Over in Ireland?
Well, with work, I'd be hearing about it every day. Like, so, yeah, but like, it's not something like, obviously, it's right in front of me. I would see it every morning. Like, but if it wasn't for work, I wouldn't say I would see it right in front of me. But even Irish news, it always does include details about the UK. So I suppose it's pretty hard to avoid details that or things that are taking place over in the UK.
Is there like a rivalry with you guys?
I hate the English. There is nothing worse than English.
Where's Lee? Lee's not in here.
I know. Me and Lee were supposed to do an accountability, and it was just like he told me he was from the UK. I was like, yeah, no worries. I will. I was like, don't think that's going to work out for us.
That's like the Greeks and the Turkish.
Yeah. Oh no, there's nothing worse. There's like when we used to have like rugby matches between the Irish and the UK, like the games would be starting and the lads would be coming out the tunnel, and it would just be like they'd be fit, like there'd be punching bags getting thrown, like handbags absolutely thrown just in the tunnel before the game even started. Like,
that's great.
That's incredible.
Look at GJ just playing around. I know people took sells on this candle when this candle created a stop wick and started, coming bearish and passed the low of these candles. Someone just got greedy on a Friday and just took this and just got stopped out. Look at it on the 15. Like, have fun. London could lose out to New York under draft EU finance deal. I saw China pass us in business partner wise with Europe.
My buddy was telling me about how he was listening to a podcast on the book of Revelation in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And it has like a lot of prophecies to fulfill the time when Jesus comes back. And there's this conspiracy about China. So you know how like they have an issue with population, and so they tax you if you have more than one kid. And so like everybody tries to have a boy first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so
I didn't know that part. I know they limit the kids that you have, but I mean obviously that makes sense. You want to have a boy first, but
so what's happening is their population is growing, like male to female ratio is like completely out of balance. And over time it's gonna be complete male dominated country, and they're the biggest. And when males are not like around females, you know what happens, and they just get power hungry. And so it was saying like with their population mixed with, if they like teamed up with Japan's technology, they could create the army of 200 million that the Bible talks about in Revelation, which could
My good. Don't get me started on them. I'm looking at Bitcoin right here. What do you think, Jaden?
Bitcoin.
You think we're forming the support right over here and holding it?
Yeah, I like that support level.
What up, Jaden?
Next time to get in. What's up, Christian?
I said, what up, Jaden?
What's up, bro?
How you doing, man?
Doing well, man. How are you?
Good, bro. Good.
Just been doing your Bible studies, right?
Headed to work in this cold DC weather.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm about to go to work too. It's just dumping snow here. I'm excited to be in Miami, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have a good time.
I see GJ maybe exhausting a little bit with these bottom wicks. Maybe in this area, previous support. Does that make sense to you guys? Then we might be getting this close below the support. 147, 800. We get that close below during New York. Let's see how it's reacting to this area. Christian, I bet you're pumped it's Friday, huh?
Yeah, yes, sir.
You don't have to do that.
No,
commute.
but it's everything.
Wow, Britain's UK MTO says vessel experiences explosion at sea off coast of Oman's Muscat.
Where are you getting your non-Forex related news?
What's up?
Where do you find your non-Forex related news?
Oh, so my main news source is Forex Live and then Forex Factory, obviously, but also Daily FX. But then I'm in Capital Hungry's, what's it called? The news feed. And, I just keep that running, because that's from Reuters Icon. So I just keep an eye on that, see anything. I mean, obviously that's nothing significant, but wow, it looks like GJ's heading up. Yeah, today's probably going to be a no trade day, which is completely fine. Oh, Nathan, how'd you manage risk on that one trade that you sent?
Like it was like I lost nothing on it basically. Like I had like the lot size I had on it was like nothing because it's a Friday and the end of the month. Like so, I think the moves that we seen last night, huge indicator that we're probably not going to have much volume during this session.
You feel like your risk management's getting a little bit better?
Yeah, like this week, I think there was a few trades earlier in the week, especially around like Tuesday, Wednesday, where I was just like looking back on them, I'm just like, what was I thinking? Like, but now I'm like, yeah, just 100%. So I think I've nailed it now. Like, but again, just want to stick to the rules, stay disciplined, and then like going through days. I suppose maybe even getting used to FOMO trading is probably a good one because like. When you're sitting on the sideline and you're looking at something and you see it and you're like, and it plays out perfectly, there's nothing worse than that fear of missing out. Like, so maybe getting used to that would be handy as well. I'm not sure.
Absolutely. I think you're making like tremendous strides right now. Like obviously you're making some mistakes that, you wish you weren't, but you're definitely like moving in the right direction, thinking, and that's going to turn around. You just got to give it some time.
Hopefully
you get more comfortable and obviously just hold back. Like with today, you obviously it was a bad trade that you think on your part, but you manage risk. You got out of it. You lowered your risk, being that it's Friday, and take a stupid trade.
Exactly. I closed my EJ trade anyway, and I closed that with like 2 pips profit, but I just didn't like the way it reacted to the zone. So like I'd lost 5 pips on EJ trade this morning and won 2 pips back. So a -3 pip day is hardly a bad Friday when arguably shouldn't have even touched anything.
Yeah, 100%.
Man, did you guys see GameStop?
No.
Oh my God, $200 it reached almost.
It's
Steph knows. Steph's just paying it off that he doesn't know. Steph knows how much it's up.
Dude, I'm pumping that shit up the whole time. No, there's any idea.
That's crazy, man.
Would you say the other day, Nathan? That's why I've been going up to the city,
Yeah.
talking to banks and shit.
These bank loans.
It's quite the conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yesterday it reached an all-time high of 177, and then it dropped down to $90.
I thought the all-time high with it was like 300 something. No.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, and then they have another one called AMC. It's a cinema.
Yeah,
AMC Entertainment. Oh,
that's our movie.
Like $6 a share, and it I thought it was at like $11 last night. And like I've got a group of friends, and all I seen was the group chat was just absolutely popping with AMC to the moon, AMC to the moon.
It's like we're forming support here on EJ. Glad we didn't get in this, right?
Yeah.
It's so funny to see all the people that thought they knew how to trade stocks come out and then just go silent like a few days after.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Dave, I have to show you a video. There's a guy and he has like 15,000 of his savings in an I'm not sure what, I think it could have been Robinhood or something, and he's investing and he's up like 39 grand, and he's like going like, message me for information on how to invest in stocks, and then the next week got a video of him crying with him like down 98% on his portfolio. It's just it's absolutely hilarious.
There's a TikTok page that like it goes and finds people who have huge positions on these stocks and just those like other.
Why would you gotta send that to me? I gotta see that.
Like, what? Who would think to do that?
Oh, it's actually the funniest thing. It's just these Reddit pages. I got invited to a crypto page, and it was like pumping and dumping different cryptocurrencies every like 3-4 weeks. Like 1 week they had like Ripple, and they pumped it from like I think it's like, I'm not sure if it's 40 cents. I think it's 40 cents. They pumped it from like 40 cents to 70 cents, and they all pulled their money out of it. Like absolutely ridiculous. Like,
and GJ filled the wick in 30 minutes.
Looks like it's gonna come over that zone, the 148, 470, and then continue upwards to like 149, 150.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But it has to obviously get to that zone, because I guess it's a pretty, well, not, I don't think the major support or major resistance, but that 148, 460 seems like that's where there's a good bit of a hold up.
100%. I was just gonna say something. Forgot. Oh yeah, I saw like Portnoy's video from Barstool, and he's like, who the fuck's gonna tell me that GameStop is going back up? Like he was going nuts. He posted it like yesterday.
I heard some fundamental stuff about Ethereum that made me sad.
What?
I still believe it's gonna at least reach, more highs, but I guess that like the creators of it, there's like a team. Obviously, there's like one main guy. He's some German guy, but there's a team, and they put out Ethereum quickly before and then said we'll figure out all the major bugs and issues as time goes on, and that's why there's like huge gas fees and there's lots of issues with Ethereum right now, and so they like couldn't agree on how they wanted to move forward with it, and so they broke apart. And one of the guys that worked with them created Cardano, and Cardano is outperform. It's like hedging against Ethereum. There's pretty much the same type of technology, but I guess it has way better fees and
Wow.
it might outperform Ethereum this cycle. That's what I'm saying.
Wow. What's your are we done with Dogecoin?
I've always been done with Dogecoin, bro. I was done with Dogecoin after the first pump.
Damn. So you think that's done?
I don't know. I just don't really like. I'm big on. I'm not really big on trading crypto. I'm big on holding, and so I like to make sure I'm comfortable with the technology behind it. And I don't know. It's just, you know what it is. It's just a meme, and it could go up, but
yeah, I still have like $100 in it. I'm just unraveling.
There's so many other cryptocurrencies out there with crazy innovations for the future that are just like so much of a safer hold, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But $100 you could leave in.
The what?
But $100 you could just leave in. See what happens.
I want to see.
This will motivate you guys to hold the Dogecoin. You're gonna see. This is for Dogecoin.
Dogecoin will explode to $1 in 2021. Altcoin with
dude. The thing about crypto on YouTube is it's such clickbait. Like,
oh yeah,
oh my god,
they know everyone's buying it. Not literally buying it, but like just buying like
anybody who's holding Dogecoin sees that title and they're like, "Oh, I got to see what's going on."
Yeah. I don't think I've watched one video on YouTube on crypto.
I probably watched more hours on crypto than I did learning in school my entire career in the past month.
That's great. I'd say this is a successful session right now with what we're doing.
Yeah,
safe, shooting the shit on a Friday, watching like nothing happen, other than maybe gold come up a little bit to this resistance. But yeah, what are you gonna take that?
Has Rory been hopping on?
Yeah. Today he's just I don't know. Maybe he takes Fridays off.
I think he caught the gold trade yesterday, man.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
that's cool, man.
He's he's one of the ones that's like just starting out with it, and he's getting comfortable, which is awesome to see. He's in real estate. I just want to see him do well.
I like that
he's lucky to have you as his first mentor, man. Like he's not gonna get all confused with all the bullshit out there.
Yeah, I know. He's not like all over the place, and you just got to keep him on the right track, doing the right thing. It's tough when you have kids, and he's going through a lot, so just gotta keep him on the right track. ABC News. Oh, this from United?
Yeah. Did you see this one where it's like pieces of a plane were just falling out of the sky, literally just popping into people's. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, they're in some trouble with the FAA.
Imagine you're sitting on a plane, you look out the window, and the engine's on fire.
Dude, you think your life is over.
Yeah.
If I saw that, I'd be, saying my prayers, making my calls. It's over.
I don't want to be looking at this when I'm hopping on a plane across the country in 2 days.
Get used to it. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we'll turn that off. That's I don't have any words for that.
That's crazy.
How does that even happen?
The probabilities are so in your favor, you'll be fine, bro.
Oh yeah.
But like, how does that happen? Like you need to do a
Someone did
pre-flight
do their
check,
job.
and how do you not catch anything with the engine? That's what I mean. I like keeping the government out of a lot of business, but when it comes to flights and stuff, having regulation when it comes to the FAA and different organizations like that, you need that. You know, I think it was Elon Musk was saying the same thing on Rogan. He was saying like, you know, he wants government out of everything too, but when it comes to flight passage and stuff like that, you need some sort of checking and, you know, checks and balances when it comes to that stuff. You can't just have like free for all business and, you know, people doing what they want.
Yeah, I think it goes into the category of national security.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see where we can grab Bitcoin, GJ next month. So
what do you, GJ, now? Do you expect to pull backwards, or do you expect it to continue bullish?
I see it coming down here either to 147,500, consolidating a little bit and continuing up, or coming back down here, consolidating a little bit. Like we could see this come down, consolidate, and start to come back up. Oh, who's back, baby? Or we could come back down here, consolidate, especially in this area, then continue back up.
That's what I think is going to happen that second.
Yeah,
option.
right here. Because that's the 4 hour. Hold on, I want to say hello to Lee real quick. What's up, brother?
Hi, how you all doing?
Good, man.
On the monthly, that's where around the area where like there would be it would fill that inefficiency.
Yeah, I hate that I can't really. Oh wait, hold on. Can I just hide like?
Go to the eyeball at the very left.
Okay, cool.
Very left down. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's so much shit on review. I need to play around with more. But yeah, you know, we're coming back down to these candle closes right now. Obviously created this top wick, which is awesome. Like we you know, we might get that wick fill next month. We might get the you know, if you take a look at this, right? Where's the annotate?
The further it drops right now, the better for us, because I think we can take some nice longs.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. That's what we want. But you see this wick right here on the monthly? See this wick right here on the monthly? This wick? Like we're gonna have a bottom wick before we start coming back up when that new monthly is formed. Where is that bottom wick gonna end? Is it gonna end right here at 146? You know? To continue back up? Or is it going to, you know, just make a small wick right here and then continue back up? And then retest these highs up here. A lot has to do with fundamentals too. You know, is the pound continuing with their vaccine rollout?
The last Asian wrap says Japan state of emergency to be lifted in Western areas, including city of Osaka.
So that could be our bottom wick.
If it's positive news for both, it still rises, right?
If it's positive news for both, then if both are positive, you know, it's just going to consolidate. Like the pair is just going to consolidate. You want one currency stronger than the other. But I forget what I was going to say. It'll come back to me. But yeah, we just want that bottom wick to be formed to then continue up. Oh, that's right. With the pound, you know, Boris Johnson was just saying within the next 4 months, you know, they're slowly going to be ending lockdowns and stuff like that. So we could get that bottom wick, and then for, you know, technically for the charts, and then continue bullish.
Be nice.
Oh, yeah.
How many pips?
We're gonna catch that.
Oh yeah.
I'm speaking it into existence right now.
Man,
We're catching this big move here. Been analyzing it for a while. Be interesting if this weekly candle flips bearish, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Hold on. This. Yeah, so this is where the weekly is, right here. Is it gonna close with these candle bodies? Probably. And I mean, if the next weekly passes the low of the previous, we're coming right back down to 146. 4-minute support, maybe over here. These candle bodies. Oh, I can't do that. Well, we can form support right down here at 146 and continue bullish.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for.
So do you think the pullback was a result of how long we've had that bullish pressure for on that constant uptrend?
Yeah, it was bound to happen.
Okay. So even though
the end of the month,
and even though there was kind of positive news, positive outlook with the pound and with the UK coming out of lockdown now April time, and them talking about different positive things that was okay.
It's still positive for the pound, but you need to get that pullback. Like banks want to get in at a better point. Like the currency is just not going to go up forever. We've been bullish for the last 10 weeks.
Yeah,
even more than that.
Yeah, more than that.
What is this? Hold on. We've been bullish.
13.
1, 2,
11
weeks. Like we need to get the pullback to get a better entry. Banks, institutions, they all want that better entry. We need to retest at some point. We need to correct, and that's what's happening here. That's why I've been so weary on I want to catch part of this move, but where is it going to correct? Was it going to correct at 150? No, it just wanted to keep going up, and that's where we were getting played with this week. We were in buys a couple times, and we just got kind of screwed over a little bit by price coming down, correcting, retesting the bullish trend line on the 4-hour, and then continuing bullish.
Mm-hmm.
And then it finally came up to 150, 400, and then that's when it wanted to correct that. Damn, it sucks on Instagram. There's do you guys watch the UFC?
Yeah.
Chris Weidman?
Yeah.
So I follow him and obviously and his wife and they're pretty big on Instagram. But his wife's father has been battling with coronavirus for the last month, and he just passed away. But I've kind of been following how he's doing and stuff. It just sucks to see. Been on ventilators and everything.
Gold's just come down 11758. Looks like I might get that close. I would have expected it to close a bit higher and continue bullish or pop back up and correct some of this move that it's been doing for the last while next month.
Yeah, I want to see something real quick on GJ, and then I was saying that price was going to possibly form resistance right over here. Looks like it's snapping back after filling this wick, and this candle could flip bearish. I had this over here before, but I just want to see what happens over here. Because again, if we get that close below here, we could get that move during New York. But you were saying gold, right? Look at that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, see, it's come back down in that zone. So if it comes down in there, we're going to get that close, but you're probably not going to be wanting to take many trades on gold close of the month.
Yeah. I mean, if we get a close below here, could enter 0.5%, 1%.
Yeah.
We should be able to get a nice move, but
yeah,
especially during New York, 9:30. maybe 8:30. But yeah, that could be interesting. But we were saying this resistance right here, right? Price is gonna come
Yeah.
up. Great. All right, we're not catching this. That's all right. This candle came all the way back down and passed the low of this candle right here, and then flipped bullish to continue up. But we know that we're in a downtrend. So why are we trying to take buys in here? Safe buys would be above this area. Once
Yeah.
comes above here, form support, continues out. This would have been a nice move right here. And then I wanted to look at EJ real quick. EJ looks like it's coming down. But again, we need that close on the 30-minute below this area. Anybody having difficulty with the water?
Not at all. I've been drinking more water than I've ever drank before.
I am.
You feel more energized?
Oh, magic it is. I don't know what the story is. I just feel insane at the minute now. I don't know if it's the first week, and next week I'm going to be like a potato on the live streams, but like, I hope not.
The cold showers are doing it more than anything.
Oh,
in terms of waking up in the morning.
It's a combination of them morning workouts and the cold shower. Oh, I got up this morning. My alarm went off at 6:30, and I was like, I can't do it. And I was like, I'll just put on a timer for 45 minutes, and I'll wake up at 45 minutes and go and do a workout inside. Put on a timer, turned around, and I just rolled straight out of bed and just went out and got on the bike. So I was feeling good about that.
There you go, baby. Dude, at the moment when you're in bed, obviously you don't want to get out, but like you guys now know the difference of how you feel throughout the day, or even right in the morning when you do wake up with a purpose and get a quick workout in. You just feel so much better about yourself. So much. There's a vast difference.
It's crazy.
Oh, man.
Just goes to show how much more important your mental health is over your physical health.
Yeah, man. Healthy body, healthy mind.
Yes, sir.
For all it's worth, you gold guys, I think Kerwin's not feeling these sells.
No.
No, he's saying that he's sitting on his hands today. Said he doesn't like the wick rejections to the left.
Yeah, that come all the way down to 55.
Yeah, he said maybe from 8:30 to 9 you get a wick fill in the 4 hour, but other than that.
That's what I was thinking with gold, like just wait for a little bit. We got that bearish close. It's 8 o'clock. So that's a nice, strong bearish close. It had that top wick over here. I want to wait for the pass below these candles over here. Or a close below, just because of this trend. I don't know. I might be staying away from gold. Wow, look at this.
It's just going to
Did you see
bounce.
what happened to Andrew Cuomo?
Oh, yeah, with a sexual allegation?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he's got everything he's got coming to him. He got me too. That's like a term. But the thing she's saying that he was saying is so funny. Not funny, but just like ridiculous.
What was it?
Like he's like, let's play strip poker. Or like, I don't know. Like he was just like suggesting some like weird shit. Wow, look at gold.
Talking about bouncing off that.
Yeah.
It's like a trampoline,
Yep.
literally.
Love having Nathan in here.
Stupidest things that someone could ever come out with, like.
It's great. Wow, gold. Let's look at the dollar. Yeah. DXY is forming support. Wow, do you see GJ? See that? So it's reacting to this. Oh man, that's enticing right there. You don't want to take this though. But this could be good news for us to take sells below this area. 147,800. Once price closes below here. I mean, do you want to trade in this? No. But we are getting that fake out. Good EJ playing games. Gold. That is comedy. Yeah, gold could be forming that support like we've seen many times over here. Safe buys above this area. Get a nice setup right here on the higher time frames. You know, break of this bearish trend over here. I mean, safe buys technically would be up here, but knowing what normally happens at this trend. Done this in a minute.
Anything?
No, you looking at gold?
No, I was looking at GJ.
I got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from gold today.
Smart. Yeah, GJ. Safe sales will be below 147,800.
Yes, sir.
At the 30-minute. That's a 35 pip range. Obviously this is very enticing, like something like this.
That's like a textbook trade.
Yeah, Geo.
Yeah.
Right here. Something like that. No top wick like that, and just starting shooting down. But look at the 15-minute over here. It's like, do you want to be involved with that on a Friday at the end of the month? Like, is that really worth it? So I'm looking for that close below here.
Man, how many weeks have we been trading together already? Like 3 weeks?
I opened mentorship on the 28th of January. So we're at just about a month now.
Man, we've come a long way, bro. We're all having like the same zones. We have the same concepts.
Oh yeah. There's that learning curve in the beginning a little bit, but
Yeah, in the beginning we had a little hard hit there, but we've been doing good, man.
Oh yeah. My favorite part is watching you guys, I guess, kind of get acclimated in the first 2-3 weeks when you guys are in here. And then you start getting used to everything. And after like 2 or 3 weeks, you start getting comfortable, and that's like my favorite part about this. And then like someone new comes in, they start that whole process over again. And I'm talking them through whatever they need to go through, and maybe someone has over trading issues, maybe someone has over risking, or maybe just taking undisciplined trades, and then watching the discipline starting to tighten up a little bit. Then they get more comfortable. They're thinking the right way. And then they start, maybe even before that, they're starting to implement the stuff into their personal life. Then they become more and more comfortable with everything as far as trading. So it's a cool thing to see.
Mm-hmm. And if you notice in the beginning, like the first videos, the first sessions that we had, no one hardly spoke.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now we're always cracking jokes and stuff. And
oh hell yeah! Dude, I can't wait for these every day.
Yeah, man.
They're awesome. 3 hours.
I look forward for these videos in the morning, man.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, man. Just takes like a little learning curve.
Yeah.
Comfortability.
My favorite thing is making friends around the country and the world.
Oh, yeah.
That is cool, man. Yeah.
That's one of the main reasons I started the Zooms. I was just doing those for a year. Just like, I'm like, where are you from? And it'd be some random, like Timbuktu. And I'd be like, that's awesome. Like, I'm speaking to somebody from across the world and just helping them with their trading and just meeting people. And then all these people like offer me like, oh, you come out to South Africa, you could stay with me. Like that's awesome.
I know, that's why that was like the one thing I liked about a legacy, because just the networking.
Oh yeah.
We wouldn't know each other if it weren't for that.
Exactly. Like we wouldn't know Brandon. I don't know if I'd even be involved with Forex. Like everything leads to another. EJ's forming that support over here. But again, we're in a downtrend. Yeah, this is great today, guys. No one's doing anything stupid. I hope. People staying silent on here. Who knows what they're getting into?
This is like a typical Friday range.
Yeah, yeah. And there's been a couple enticing moves that, like, I don't know, maybe some people would take.
I don't know. I've been happy sitting back this morning.
Oh yeah.
Just watching.
Oh yeah. Like right here could be like an advanced move right here, this candle. And what I was looking at on that candle was if you look at the 1 minute, price is just ranging in here from this resistance. And then we got this hard push up right over here. When price formed this support over here, like it did over here, but it just continued bullish. And then this was a fast candle. That made me believe that on the higher time frames, on the 15-minute, price is passing the high of this candle right here, this wick, and it's going to continue up to possibly fill this wick. Not that I'm going to take that on the Friday at the end of the month, but those are some of the things that you look for in the lower time frames. This candle right here on the 1 minute was a hard push right here. And we just formed support on the 1 minute and continued back up to fill this wick almost. But you know, that's where the lower time frames come in handy as well. But other than that, you know, you don't want to trade in here. Yeah, my 75 guys, dude, last night was hard. Meg made like Mexican food for my birthday. It's like my favorite food.
Ooh,
And
me too.
everyone's just digging in sour cream, cheese, fucking enchiladas, all this shit.
Yeah,
And
all the fat, huh?
what's up?
All the fats.
Oh yeah.
All the fatty food.
It was tough, man. And then they brought the ice cream cake out, and it's just like, oh, come on, man.
Cake look fire.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know, Thomas.
Steph, do you think we can see some big moves early next week with the start of the new month, or do you think we're going to see slow start?
I think we're gonna get some bearish movement to start the month next week. Oh wow, look at gold. This is what we were saying.
Yeah.
Get back to you in 1 second. Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of how it reacts to those levels, because those are just areas where banks are looking to get in at.
Mm-hmm. Right down here?
No, I'm talking about like fruit moves next week and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, so with like something like GJ, like we're gonna continue bearish. Let's see the higher time frame. So yeah, I think we'll continue bearish to form that lower wick for the month. Because as I was just pointing out, these are a new trick that Jaden taught us. These monthly candles all have these bottom wicks, even down here, even this like little nipple right there, bottom wick, bottom wick, bottom wick. So, you know, we trade based off probability. So what are the chances we're going to get a bottom wick on the monthly candle or the weekly candle? What are the chances? I mean, I don't think this is going to flip bearish. It very well could, but if it does, that's pretty enticing for, you know, like an evening star pattern for price to then pass the low of that candle, create the monthly wick, monthly bottom wick at 146, like we were saying. I mean, 144, 100, is that going to happen? I don't think so, but, you know, everything's in play. But I just think price will come back down to 146, these previous candle highs, and then continue back up to and I'm gonna like clip this. Like I'm gonna, you know, I post these on YouTube every day, so I'm gonna clip this like recording, and we're gonna see where we're at in a couple weeks to see if that was accurate. But 146 is what I'm eyeing for some bearish movement next week. We might be able to catch some nice moves, and then the week after that, you know, that's where we might be in play. Even maybe the third week of March, where we can, on the higher time frames, obviously we'll be scalping our way up, but you know, in the beginning, you know, the beginning of the week of the third week of March, maybe the end of the second week of March, we could place those higher time frame 4-hour daily time frame entries with a wide ass stop loss and see how we do. And that'll build your confidence in staying in the market over a longer period of time. I'll just use the bathroom real quick again.
We'll probably see some positive news at the beginning to entice people to think the pound is getting strong. But if we don't see the banks coming down to those levels yet, then it's probably gonna psych a lot of people out that way.
Chicken thingamabobby. Yeah. A baguette? The usual. Oh, you what? Huh?
All right. What's up, guys? What's going on with DJ?
Did something just happen, or was that just me?
Who was that? Noah?
Yeah.
No, why? I don't think so.
It was just frozen on me for a while. That's why I just left and re-entered. I don't know.
Anything just happened? I was just in the bathroom. Guys?
No, nothing has happened.
Huh.
Aren't you
I don't
here?
think so. It was just dead quiet, to be honest, for the last few minutes.
Yeah, I was just in the bathroom.
I think it was dead. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. It was dead quiet, and then I left, and I tried to re-enter, and then you weren't there to let me into the room. That's why I texted you. I was like, "Yo, are you still on the Zoom?" Yeah, I was like, "Yo, is the Zoom still running?"
Shit.
It's all good.
Let's see. Yeah, gold just playing games.
Yeah, it's in that range.
Oh, yeah. Looks like it's in this wedge.
Yeah, that's a nice breakout, though. Will be a nice breakout.
Right out of here. Yeah, we get a close below.
That'd be nice.
For 1758. We get a close below this area. That would be nice. But I don't know if we're gonna get that. As we
It's
pointed
just on the
out,
monthly. It'll be interesting to see what way gold reacts now next month.
Yeah.
Because it's at a very, very key level month-wise. If it goes below, it's going all the way back down to 1600s, 1500s. But I just don't see it going that far. Like, I don't see it going down there.
I mean, we continue the lockdowns, opening up, the economy coming back and all that stuff. We could be coming right back down here.
Yeah.
Wick rejections, support formed. See the weekly. Yeah. We continue optimism when it comes to the economy and stuff. Like I said, we're coming right back down to 1680.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a lot that has gone on. Back the end of 2019, the whole Iranian thing, when we killed Soleimani. Let's see. And then we look over here, and we had 2008, post-2008 market crash, real estate, mortgage crisis, That was this. Then we started to level off a little bit, like we're doing right now, right? And we started getting back into a recovery. And then Trump came into office. He got what do you want to call it? When the president comes into office, you know what I'm talking about.
Inauguration.
Beginning of January 2017, and we kind of been on this uphill climb, and then COVID hit, Iran, multiple different things have happened, and then now we're starting to be in this corrective phase of just economy opening back up, doing okay. So I want to see the weekly. If you see, majority of the weekly candles all have top wicks, right? And the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one has a little nipple right here, 7. Just about this last 7 weekly candles have all top wicks. So this candle passed the high of this candle right here, or the low of this candle right here. Could price continue up a little bit, create its top wick, and then continue back down to 1768 or 1680. I'm sorry. And we have a channel support to retest again. We've done it multiple times already. Now it looks like the daily candle is about to close below the support over here. I don't want to take gold into the weekend, but
no, definitely not. God only knows where it's going to open up now on Sunday.
Exactly. So we're getting that retest of the previous daily support. This candle is bearish, but what's it doing? It's retesting this area just like we said it would before coming bearish. And we want to close above this area for safe buys, specifically more safe buys above 1768 to take this up. But we're going to need some movement next week. Yeah. But that could be our top wick over there. That happening.
Yeah, just having a look here, just in terms of like some of the countries that mine gold, just to see which the big ones are. So you got China, Australia, South Africa, and then the US. Just trying to see, like, in general, what way the supply of gold has been since COVID has come at. Is it like, has it dropped down? So we've seen less gold available, which has meant that the price has gone up.
Well, the demand was very high during COVID, and the manufacturing of gold and gold factories and all that stuff shut down. So the demand was very high and the supply was low.
Yeah.
Now everything opening back up, you got to think about jewelry, people buying jewelry as well, but also from a technical perspective, these order blocks up here have been getting lower and lower, right? So now, are we going to get that top weekly wick before heading down and doing the same exact thing right over here? Hold on. Like this order block right here retested this one as well. This one retested the bottom of this one, the support of this one. So we could be getting this right around here before we start heading down.
Yeah.
Maybe even right around here. That makes sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And then we eventually break this trend right over here, this little channel that we've been in, to head back down to retest this area. And this is going to be pretty key right down here. And that's that 1680 level that we could be looking at. So those will be our long-term plays. I mean, for me, it's hard to hold gold. Like, that's one of those pairs that just, anything could happen. Like, do you want to hold that over the weekends and stuff like that? Probably not. So maybe not the guys that have just come in, but like some of you guys that have been in here for about a month. Like the way I trade, does it make sense to you guys now? Like, is it really starting to register?
It makes total sense to me. But I mean, it's pretty much the same as the market fluidity method. It's just you added your personal touch to it. I like that.
It's a combination of that, and also if you guys know who Jevin is, what I've kind of done is create like a bridge between Rakil and Jev's strategies, and that's basically what my strategy is. I pay attention to support and resistance, supply and demand, but I also look at, all these fundamental aspects that Rakil maybe doesn't look at too much. He doesn't pay as much attention to. So,
yeah, I like that.
and then, when price gets up to these levels and we understand how gold is moving, we just wait for levels to break, candles to close, just like Rakil does, and that's how we roll. You just got to go with what makes sense for you. Man, I wish this was a Monday.
I feel like we lost a lot of volume in our pairs here.
Yeah. Pairs are just dancing.
We just must have got all the volume pre-London and pre-New York.
Yeah.
Obviously, if they held out, we might have seen a lot more volume now. But I think they've done all their moves for the end of the month.
Yeah, me too. If we get a pass of the low of this candle right here, an EJ, that could be nice. Gold looks like it's coming up, retesting this area again. Key level of interest. Let's look at our indices. Yeah, this makes sense now. Why gold is starting to come up.
Yeah.
Dollar's starting to create that resistance up here. Key level.
Bounced off it. Does it look like it's coming back down?
Oh, yeah. Let's look at the yen. Volatility index is up.
What do y'all think are some like good snacks if you want to like munch on something throughout the morning?
Almonds.
Almonds.
Almonds are a good healthy fat. Any kind of nuts. Geo would actually be able to help with this. Cali Geo.
Well, yeah, almonds. You wanna snack on almonds, but the thing is, you probably wanna, before you grab the whole container, instead of you want to transfer some because they're very high in calories. So even though they're healthy, if you're trying to maintain your weight or you're trying to, you don't want to eat a lot of it. It's just they're very high calorie.
You're talking about almonds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have these, James. I'll show them to you.
I'm trying to think of something that's just like that I can kind of mindlessly chew on. That's really not going to do anything to me, which is probably a fool's dream. I guess
James,
celery.
I bought these. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
So energy mix, and it's got sunflower seeds, raisins, cranberries, dry roasted salted soy nuts, apples, almonds, and walnuts. But just as Gio was saying, like it gives you the perfect, like there's this.
They're repacked in the small packages.
Exactly. So they have these bigger containers that I originally got. It was like $13 for this whole mix in the one big container, and I ended up like just chowing down on like the whole thing within a couple of days. Now, if you get one of these, it's like it limits you to how many you can eat.
Okay, nice. May have to hit the G store here this afternoon.
What?
So I may have to hit the grocery store here this afternoon.
Yeah. The G store?
The G store, yeah. That's what my old roommate calls it.
Yeah, how's the old man doing with the 75?
I think he's doing well. He kind of ate an ice cream sandwich last night, though.
Oh, he's over.
I didn't say anything, but yeah.
You got to be that voice.
Yeah, I need to. It's kind of, I don't know. It's hard.
How have you been doing it with it?
Solid. Hadn't had a drink all week.
Yeah, man.
Worked out twice a day. Gallon of water every day. Cold shower every morning.
Let's
no
go.
Potatoes. I've had a little dairy, just with I had some yogurt and granola the other morning. So like I'm not completely cutting out dairy, but I'm very much like I used to drink a gallon of milk like a week pretty easily, if not within like 3 or 4 days.
Is that your diet? Like you're trying to cut dairy out?
A little bit, yeah, not like fully, because my sister scared me. She was like, "Yeah, if you cut it out completely for too long, then your body won't be able to like process it anymore or something." And I love dairy. She's a nurse, so I kind of was trying to.
Or you could just find substitute to it, maybe like almond milk or something.
Yeah, we were talking about that, and I just hadn't. I need to go to the grocery store. But no, I mean it's going pretty well.
Good shit, bro. How about everyone else? Who else is on it? Gio, you doing it?
No, yeah. I'm working out like 5 to 6 times a week. Just hitting the weights for like 48 minutes and then 20 minutes of cardio.
Yep. Good shit, man. And then the other Gio had to start over, right?
Yeah, I had to start over because of the lobster lasagna I had on Saturday.
Oh man,
that
don't even say
really
that.
Good.
Now I want to eat it.
Yeah, but I've been dieting. I've been dieting since January already. So
good shit, man.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Man, I'm getting cut. I used to weigh in January. I used to weigh 175. Now I weigh 167.
Let's go.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
What up, man?
I've dropped from 222 to like 217, 218 this week.
Let's go.
Good. That's really good. So what I've been doing a carb cycle.
The best.
Yeah, it just sucks sometimes because I'm always hungry now.
Yep. Part of the process.
Yeah, man.
Gold's coming all the way up.
Yeah, I know.
1766.
Yeah. If this was a Monday or Tuesday, kind of like what we were talking about, what was it, EJ or DJ last week? It was last week. We caught that swing on EJ on the higher time frames, and I was saying I would have held that if it was a Monday or Tuesday, but we caught it on a Thursday. Now this right here, I you could possibly enter a. Typically, you do want to wait for that close above 1768. but knowing what goes on over here, could anticipate price to just continue up for that correction to then continue down.
Are you not like wary with those two wicks that are just there at between 1768 and 1770?
1768
to the left side on the
Right
15
here?
minute. There, yeah, those ones.
These two?
That's what time frame is that?
This
On the
is the
lower
4
time
hour.
frame. Do it.
If you have the
I
15
think it's talking
minute.
about 15.
You can annotate if you want.
Yeah, like it's just that there's a wick on the. I think it's the previous candle or that 4 hour candle that you were talking about down the bottom there.
Right here?
Yeah, as it comes up, I think it's like 1768 or 1770 or something. It just seems to wick all the way in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Would you be aware? Do you think that fills that wick and then it keeps moving upwards, or would you say that it kind of looks like it rejects the zone there and then it continues downwards, repeating that again? Obviously, because we know how gold does act. We've seen how it bounces off the trend line or how it's respecting specific areas to kind of hit off that zone again or come off it.
I like this rejection wick right here at 1755, and then it's got this wick to fill up here, and it's a bullish candle, flip bullish. Now, this candle created a higher low, and now it's starting to come up to fill that wick. Now, obviously, safe buys would be above this area to continue up and mirror these candles over here up into this area right up here. So that's kind of what we're waiting for. And I'm thinking, put this right there.
Yeah, I said I've taken my trades for the day, but if something does pop up with gold, there's no harm in entering a small lot size, planning obviously a move to come all the way back up there. So we'll see what happens, and it would be a swing trade rather than a scalp.
100%. I mean, again though, it's the end of the month and it's Friday. Like that's kind of why I'm staying up.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, boys. I can't wait for next week.
No, I kind of want to skip the weekend.
No, that's where you want to be in life, right?
For sure. Except
Love the Mondays to Fridays. That's the dream.
If I could just trade next week and not work, that would be ideal.
You me both. I was off work this week. I'm back now next week, so it's gonna be such a struggle to get on the live sessions.
I took next Friday and Monday off, so I'm kind of looking forward to dedicating the whole mornings to this.
Oh yeah.
Not the ideal days, but still.
Start of the new month next week, eh?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. How you guys did this month? I did like 0.4%, pretty much break even.
0.4%. Good shit.
I'm up 4% for the week. I was actually only
I did like
3
2.
and 5 for the week, but with risk management, I was able to squeeze out 4%.
Yeah, I was the same around. I think it was 5%.
Was that like 2? I had a slow week.
It was just a high probability. Some of the high probability setups that we'd had there, especially the one I think it was the GJ one that we had, which just like high probability setup, which just never played out.
Yeah. 100%. I get gold rejecting this again.
It's like today we're not gonna get a trade on G Day.
No, probably not.
Look at the candles on the 4-hour how it's printing next to each other.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
Consolidate.
It's deciding where it wants to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be in the market at that time.
Yeah.
Created its bottom wick. Now it's retracing, and then the next 4 hour could possibly fill it at 9 o'clock. Again, if we get that close below this area,
Yeah.
well, we shall see. Close below this trend line as well. Gio, you talked to Alex yet? Or recently?
I spoke to him the other day.
How's he doing?
He's doing good, man. Spending time with his son.
True.
He's working now. He's gonna change his hours. He's gonna have Tuesdays and Thursdays available for trading now.
I thought it was Wednesdays now.
No, now he's gonna get a new he got promoted, so now he's gonna have Tuesdays and Thursdays off.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
They can use those to scalp or place swing trades.
And Tuesdays and Thursdays are usually pretty good on the market. So
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was Tuesdays and Wednesdays, he said. Maybe he changed it.
yeah, they changed it for him.
True. That's awesome.
Stefanos, when you go back over your sessions, do you re-journal the trades you took for better entries, or do you just kind of like?
If there is one, yeah.
Like I'm looking at my EJ trade this morning, trying to kind of figure out where I think I could have entered probably 10 pips earlier than I did.
I want to take a look at it. Let's look at EJ real quick. So what could you have done better? Oh, we did take a look at that. So
yeah, with the stop loss placement, I think you're right. Putting it over the current 15-minute candle I entered after it created its top wick to continue down.
Nice 1 hour entry too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Either 1 hour or 30-minute, putting your stops above the previous 30-minute. But the only thing I didn't like is that consolidation. I was kind of waiting for the cleaner traffic.
Yeah, right over here.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Anticipating 6 o'clock volume. And then, that's why you always go back to the higher time frames to check over. You know that, if price creates its top wick on the 1 hour right here, past the low of this candle right here, it's going to come down and fill this wick.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. I wasn't thinking about that wick though.
But, before you go through a trade, you just want to, and then the 4 hour, knowing that like the 4 hours just pushing down with no top wick, come down and fill this bullish wick right here. Or rejection wick. Multiple different opportunities to enter this. So if you drop down to the 30-minute, the 15-minute might be harder to take because you're looking at this.
Yeah, like I wanted to enter on actually the candle you have it on. I entered on the next 15-minute candle actually, but I kind of wanted to enter on the one you have. But just with that consolidation to the left, I didn't know if we were going to bounce off that minor support or not.
Yeah, we very well could have, but we are in a bearish trend. Yeah. So after price tapping this area up here, and then coming down, trying to come up over here, and then closing below with this candle, closing below support, and then this candle coming up, creating its top wick, didn't pass the high of the previous, and then past the low. This candle right here would have been a nice entry. And then you want to journal like, all right, where would I put my stop loss once this candle started coming up? Am I going to move it to break even right away, or am I going to stay calm knowing that price is going to come down? Where am I going to exit? Maybe I'll close 50 if price starts coming into this area over here. Back above that support. Close 50, maybe close 75 if you want.
Okay.
But,
nice.
The thing I'm working on right now is not moving my stops to break even as quickly. If you look at my journal, one of my options right here is successful runner with stops in original spot. Like, would it have continued in my direction if I didn't move them so quickly? If I wasn't so conservative?
Because you're expecting price to respect previous highs and lows.
Yeah, like I already secured 80%. So, if it comes back in the drawdown, maybe I'll just close 50 of that 20% that I have running.
Yeah.
Instead of just because there's so much potential for price to continue in my direction. I only moved it to break even. I would have kept it in its original spot, but this was at 9:30 at night, and I was ready to, call it quits for the night.
So did you close the full thing, or did you let it?
I got stopped out. I got wicked out.
Oh, okay.
With not this wick, because I entered over here, but price ended up coming back up. Yeah, with this wick right here, because I entered right here. Price spread just took me out right there, and then look at that.
That sucks.
Yeah. So.
And it bled.
Yeah. That's what you want to pay attention to. And then, later I'll come back and put my details in there. Glad you closed down here.
Yeah, no, I was part of me was like, this thing's gonna die. And then the other realistic part of me was like, James, it's a Friday, just like don't be greedy, because you're always greedy.
That's growth.
Baby steps. Like I said, I technically had a losing week in terms of like my trades. My record was losing, but ended up in profits.
It's all part of the process.
SPX looks like it's ready to break this range above 38.50. Go bullish.
Whoa. Let's see. So what are you looking at?
Use the Wanda. I don't know why all the prices are different.
Which one do you? Oh, Wanda.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Right here.
Yeah.
Think we're coming up.
Yeah, above 38.50 is pretty clean traffic up to that area that you just marked out. Yep, like 38.70, 38.75 is a nice number.
Handle. Now, how does this pair normally move?
Fast.
So
like gold.
But you typically want that close above this area.
Yeah, I mean,
we're taking it
like on a breakout strategy. If you try to wait for retests, like you're probably going to miss like 40 to 50% of the moves, but it's okay. But this pair also fakes out depending on the time of day too.
It could just be like you just want to wait for that close above, and then
usually when you get that close above or below, that indicates a breakout.
Yeah.
Like check out like some of the moves left and look at some of those pretty large candles that come out of some of those like range breakouts. Like you got the one right at, what's that? Yep, that's a nice one there. Another one
right here.
Yeah.
Got a previous resistance over here. Price just broke up, didn't even retest.
Yeah,
that's a nice move. How many like? It's a quick pair, huh? I never look at it. So that's 20 pips right there. 30 pips.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, I never look at SPX.
It's a fun pair to trade.
Is it? Can be.
I normally only look for moves like after market open, around like 10 o'clock after the market's maybe picked a direction, but this is a pretty clean move up right here. If we get it closed and
yeah,
I'd like to see this 15-minute close above in the next 12 minutes, and then possibly take a nice buy up. Could be really quick.
Yeah, price is respecting this support over here.
Like and then if you look left at that move that you're talking about, it only took a candle and a half, not even pretty much 20 minutes to get from one area to the other.
Got this one too.
Even.
Trying to look at the history of this area. Let's look at the
it respects zones. Look at that. Price moves zone to zone fairly clean.
It's awesome. What made you want to start trading?
Similar because I like U.S. equities and stocks, and so I've always followed the market, and like my job has always been in capital markets. So I've always, been part of it anyway. So, and it's just a fun pair to especially scalp. Kind of it fit in with my strategy. I've still been refining it and trying to be a little more conservative.
Is this like kind of like US 30 or US 30 is a lot harder?
They move the exact same.
Yeah, they move the exact same. If not, S&P maybe moves a little bit faster.
I want to see what happens after a 4-hour wick like this and a close with no top wick. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
I want to see if I could see that again.
I used to scalp S&P with gold, and I always felt confident when they don't move like exactly inversely, but when it came to times of entry, they're usually perfectly opposite.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like this rejection wick right here.
Pre-COVID, that's what you had. You had a perfectly inverse correlation, and then COVID hit.
That's when I was doing it, and then COVID hit, and I was losing left and right. I was like,
yeah. once COVID hit, I went just strictly to gold and was just buying up gold for like 2-3 months.
When you say once COVID hit, you talking about March and April, or are you talking about like throughout the entire year?
I'm saying like pre-March,
Okay.
pre-April, they moved pretty inversely.
Like right before April?
Before all the market volatility.
Okay. Yeah, we dropped down 1,800 with the Dow,
Yeah.
and then we started rallying.
Because yeah, I mean, once a pair gets volatile, I mean, I feel like correlations lessen because the pair just does what it wants to do. The market does what it wants to do.
Yeah. So I'm looking at that candle on the 4 hour, and every time I see something kind of similar, like right here.
Yeah, I mean, look at the one to the right. Look at that
continues up.
huge on the 21st. Look at that.
Right here, yeah. That huge wick to the bottom, and then it flipped bullish when barely a top wick. Barely a top wick right here.
Yeah, and you only want to catch like a piece of that move anyway. But
looks like we're rejecting right now, but could be forming its bottom wick.
Yeah, it's also 9 o'clock. Between like 9 and 10, it's going to be super volatile. It also has a lot of fake outs, like right around 9:30 when the market opens. A lot of the time, there's a lot of liquidity grabs in either direction before it makes its true move. So I used to try to trade it like right when the market opened at 9:30, and I was just getting rocked left and right with fake outs. And I learned like, those are all just liquidity grabs to usually make the larger move for the day.
100%.
If there's going to be one.
100%. Yeah, this is a perfect opportunity to just wait for that candle to close above, and you're going to be taking that up.
Yep.
Good shot.
And I think for GJ, a better buy should be above 148,700. It's cleaner.
Right here. 148,600?
700. The whole number.
Yeah, 700 is where I've got my alert set up.
It looks cleaner.
Yeah.
Because price just tapped into 800 and it almost passed it like nothing.
Wow. Check the higher time frames again. I mean, could this be it? No, there's no way this is it, and then we're just gonna continue bullish again. But then again, I got to stop with that language, right?
Yeah.
That's my type of language.
So I listened to a pretty good trader talk about how like she used to record her sessions on, you could publish your ideas and just like record a video idea. And she went back and watched those, and she would talk through her setups by herself. She wasn't broadcasting this, and she noticed that when she would use the language of like, "There's no way that this is going to happen," or like, "Price has to do this," stuff like that. Normally, she would lose. So I brought that up to Nathan yesterday because he was saying something similar, and I was like, "You might want to, take it easy with that kind of language." And obviously, we all catch ourselves doing the same thing, but when you just go with the flow of the market and you don't like think anything has to happen because this happened, you're going to be much more calmer. And that's what we're always looking for, just ease. Yeah, it looks like the daily just, created. Let me see. I love this now, Jaden. This thing. Looks like the daily's just kind of, created its bottom wick. We tested this area, and now we could get another on Monday or Tuesday. You know, get this wick fill. If this flips bullish, that'll be interesting. But I'm gonna head off right now. Finally have a day to myself where I could just like back test and everything. I got a couple Zooms with you guys, which I'm looking forward to. But I delegated all my drives to other drivers and get to spend my day back testing, which is awesome. It's been a little bit, so get an earlier workout in too, my outdoor workout. So it's gonna be a good day. So with that, fucking looking forward to Monday. Let's go. Obviously it's a weekend, but we get to put some work in, back test, get better. But I can't wait for Monday. We'll be right back at it, making some money, getting better, and doing our thing. So if you guys need me at all this weekend, you know where to reach me. You know, obviously feel free to always reach out to me. And if you guys need anything at all, like I said. But you guys have a good weekend, all right? Yo, 75 guys.
Good weekend, boys.
75 guys. This is your first weekend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gotta stay strong in it.
Yes, sir.
I mean, first weekend's tough. Second weekend's tough. Third weekend starts to get a little bit easier. And you start to feel amazing. Wait till you get to that second or third week. You're not going to notice. So, like, I'm taking a progress picture every day. I'm not posting every single one. I'm just posting one every single Monday. And when you guys notice your before and after pictures, you know, the first week, you're not going to notice much. Second week, you might notice a little bit. Third week, fourth week, you start to notice the difference. It's going to feel sick. But just hold strong for that. It's not worth starting over. Just keep going. And if you need me at all, just let me know. All right?
All right, fellas. Have a good weekend, boys.
All right, guys.
Later, boys.
Have a good day, all right?
Oh, have a good one.